Hi everyone, I'm Semaganda Joseph. Thanks once again for joining us on our YouTube channel. As always, we have got very important information to you. Today I'll be discussing the most essential goods pastures. Even if you have sheep or small ruminant pastures, you must have pastures at your farm, even if you are on zero grazing or free range, or if you are doing semi-intensive. What can you be providing your animals for better results? So, first of all, proper nutrition is the key in maintaining the health of goats. And when we talk about nutrition, we mainly mean what you feed your goats or animals. There are 5 major feeds to feed your goats or small ruminants, and these are the following, but mainly the 4 are the main ones. First of all, we have alfalfa. Alfalfa is an excellent source of protein, biotin, calcium, folic acid, iron, magnesium, potassium, phosphorus, and many other nutrients. This is because its roots can reach as far down as 30 to 40 feet or more deep in the soil. And for that reason, it can absorb all these vitamins and minerals, where other plants only absorb on the first layer of the soil. So alfalfa can go deep down. It can gather more nutrients which can't be gathered by, say, Quercus Ghana, Brachydia, because for them their roots don't go very deep down into the layers of the soil. So giving your animals alfalfa A is beneficial because it yields more crude protein and soluble protein than any other source. It reduces the amount of cud that animals need to chew, and it also promotes fast digestion of NDF. NDF is neutral detergent fiber. So, dear farmers, having alfalfa at your farm or growing alfalfa, if you are doing semi-intensive, you let your goats go and they graze, then they come back. When they come back, don't provide them with only banana peelings. It is more essential to provide them with alfalfa hay. So, alfalfa is a highly digestible plant, meaning most of the nutrients can be absorbed by the animals' bodies, hence they put on more weight. Since it is rich in proteins which are essential for muscle tissue growth, it contains a large amount of calcium too. But besides that, alfalfa is rich in proteins which are essential for muscle tissue growth, repair, as well as milk production. Even the hair coat of the goats, since it contains a large amount of calcium, an important mineral for both bone health and milk production. The presence of other vitamins such as vitamins A, vitamin D, vitamin K, vitamin E, and magnesium are essential for the proper functioning of the immune system and maintenance of overall health and proper metabolism. So alfalfa is an excellent feed for animals because it meets the animals' daily need and provide a palatable high quality feed. But it is also important to remember that alfalfa should be served to animals in hay form because when it is fresh, it can lead to bloating, and also to control or to balance the amount of alfalfa in animals' diet. Since too much of everything is bad, when fed in excess, alfalfa hay can lead to the formation of urinary calculi because it contains so much calcium. Though this is not common in female does who are pregnant or lactating goats, it often occurs in dry does or dry goats, bucks, and wethers. Each goat needs about 2 to 4 pounds per day. That's around 3 to 4% of the body weight in pounds, or 1 kilogram to 1.8 kg. So per day for an animal. Too much fresh alfalfa will lead to bloating. That's why it's better served as hay. So dear farmers, whosoever is doing goat or sheep farming or livestock farming, think about having alfalfa at your farm. try to grow some if you can, or purchase some. But there are few farmers in our country, Uganda, who has alfalfa for sale. All farmers are growing them for their own use. So even if you have a small portion of land, say 40 by 40, 20 by 20, still you can get some because of its nutritional value, its importance to animals. And if you are serving it, try as much as possible to serve alfalfa in form of hay. You can see our goats, they had lost a lot of weight due to the problems we experienced, but now you can see they are coming back. So we are feeding them more alfalfa because we have grown enough alfalfa. We want to see their performance, how will they perform by at least the end of July, because you have to give them some good time. I don't think that 1 month or 2 months is enough, because someone may provide for a month and say my goals have not improved. I've not improved. You keep on providing them at least 3 times in a week like we do. We can't provide them enough on daily basis, but at least we do it 3 times in a week, so that we can see how they perform. By the end of 3 to 4 months, I'll be giving the updates on how alfalfa will have impacted our animals, because most of them had lost weight, but I can see they are gaining back their weight because we have improved nutrition. Another pasture or feed you need at your farm, if you are to feed goats or sheep or small ruminants, is grass. This is another main source of forage for goats. For example, we have Cross Guyana orange grass, we have Brachiaria murato, there is Sudan grass, among others. But our farm opted for orange grass because of its advantage, including volume and the starch in it and all its importances. Fresh grass is rich in fiber, which is important in digestion, since animals love to feed on green fresh grass, but it is also important to turn it into hay, thereby maintaining the health and the gastrointestinal tract of the goats, promoting intestinal motility and preventing constipation. Grass is also an excellent source of energy, vitamins, and mineral essentials for the health of goats. Also, giving your animals fresh grass helps keep the goats hydrated, since grass has high amount of water. However, it is important to remember that the nutritional quality of grass may vary according to the species and the plant growth phase, in addition to the environmental factors. What I mean, different grasses of different pastures, say Brachiaria, has got its own nutrient or compared it to alfalfa or Cross Guyana. Sorry, to Cross Guyana, because both of them are grasses, or Sudanese grass. So it depends on what you have. So it's good in your feeding, when you're feeding your goats on grass, to provide other supplementation in addition to grass to ensure a balanced diet that is adequate for the nutritional needs of the goats. I would advise fellow farmers to feed your grass 70% in form of hay because of the following reasons. Hay stimulates salivation, it promotes rumination and digestion, and also provides the animals with all necessary nutrients. Good quality hay is more palatable than silage due to high sugar content and reduced protein breakdown. The breakdown of hay in the rumen also results in a more synchronized release of energy and protein. Even the microbes in the stomach or in the gut of those goats, they feed on hay. So when you provide your goats with hay, even those microbes in the stomach, they will regurgitate on that hay and they live. That's why you find that some animals, because they are not fed on hay, they go into the acidosis process and they end up dying. So, dear farmers, the best way to provide the grasses to your animals should be at least 70% hay. Even if you provide them with some fresh grass, because it is natural, it is okay. But remember, there are some microbes in the stomach of those goats of yours which feed on, and that's why most farmers say that goats look more good during the dry season, because you remember they are eating grasses which have less moisture content. So even the microbes in the stomach of those goats will be properly fed, and they will control the pH of the stomach, so that your goats don't go into the acidosis process or suicide Another important feed you should have is corn. Corn is a good source of energy for goats. It can be offered in the form of grain or silage, though it should be given in moderation as it is high in starch. Most of the feeds I'm talking about, they should be given in moderation. You can consult your vet or who is an expert in nutrition, or any good farmer who is aware of that. So it's good to be included in the diet of goats raised for milk or meat production, but in moderation, as excess starch in the diet can lead to the health problems such as ruminal acidosis. What is ruminal acidosis? This is a condition where the pH of the rumen of goats decreases, causing digestive and metabolic problems. The quality of the corn offered to the goats also matters a lot, because corn can be contaminated by mycotoxins, which are toxic substances produced by fungi present in the food, and this can cause problems to the liver and nervous system. So it should be of good quality and offered in moderation. So however much we are producing corn, we are producing these pastures, say legumes like alfalfa or Croix Ghana or Bracharia. Even storage matters a lot, because if you serve feeds which have molds or fungi on them, you are causing more problem to animals. So dear farmers, even storage should consider, because it takes a lot of time to produce these pastures. But it doesn't make sense for you to invest a lot of effort producing the pastures, and then when it comes to storage, you don't store them properly. You end up serving them when they have molds. You expect problems, which will be so bad that you have invested in a lot of time and money, and then storage disturbs you. So dear farmers, it makes a lot of sense that you store them properly, and never ever force yourself to serve feeds which are not good. You have the areas, you have worms, you have problems. So it's, to me, I'm advising you that in case you see that you haven't properly stored your feeds, leave it instead of causing diseases to your animals. Another important feed or feeds that you should have are mineralized salt. I'm not talking about mineral blocks only, because some people don't serve mineral blocks, they give mineral free choice. I was watching a certain video by Trevor Bernard, and he was saying maybe mineral blocks may cause some problems to the teeth of the goats, or for them they don't have a rough tongue. I don't have so much knowledge about it, but that's what I saw, and I'm trying to make more research on it. But maybe when they are served mineral blocks, and at the end they have problems with the teeth, they lose the size of the teeth keep on decreasing, because they try to bite those mineral salts and they end up facing those problems. Even their tongue is not so hard like the tongue of the cows, which can easily feed on them. But still, I serve mineral blocks, but that's what I saw. It's just a matter of sharing ideas with you so that we can see whether it has ever happened to you. Keep on sharing the knowledge, because I saw Trevor Bernard, and he's also an expert. He's the president of small ruminants in Jamaica. You can research on him. He was complaining about the mineral blocks. So mineralized salt. Goats need salts to maintain proper mineral balance. Whether you are raising goats for meat or milk, they need salt to help maintain health, appetite, and body weight. The right minerals are essential for muscle, nerve, and immune system functioning. For sound reproductive health, remember we have macro and micro requirements. Phosphorus, sodium, calcium, magnesium, sulfur are a few of the macro. Macro means they are needed in a little bit big quantities, and micro in very small quantities. So minerals needed in goat's diet, those are the macro ones, the macro minerals needed in goat's diet. While micro minerals usually supplemented in goat's rations are iron, copper, magnesium, zinc, iodine, selenium, and others. A goat can eat 28 grams of mineral on a free choice basis when there is no other source of salt available. You should know that excess salt can lead to health problems such as kidney problems, and dehydration. So, mineralized salts should be provided in moderation and clean containers or situated in a clean environment. Note this, dear farmers. Mineralized salt should not replace a balanced and adequate diet for goats. Some people will say that, let me just give them croys alone, or let me just give them banana peelings alone, let me just give them cabbages alone, let me just give the animals what I have. We should never feed animals what we have. We should feed animals according to their nutritional demand and need. So when you are adding all these supplements like the mineral salts, the mineral free choices, they don't let them act as the feed themselves. First feed them a well balanced diet, then add on these minerals. Again, you have the better results. So those are some of our grasses, our pastures. Thanks so much, dear farmers, for following. All those who have subscribed to my YouTube channel, thanks so much. And please, dear farmers, tell a friend, share my video, like it. Thanks for the comments. As I always say, I would rather succeed by criticism than to fail by praise. It's far better to share what I have instead of hiding myself when I'm doing something wrong. If you find anything in my video where you can advise dear farmers, I have an open mind. I'm ready to run. I want us to run together. I want us to walk this journey of farming together. Thank you so much for following. Thanks for loving BGM. Thanks to you all who have subscribed. Please, dear farmers, if you haven't subscribed yet, please remember to subscribe. I can see now we are going to we are heading towards 5K subscribers. Very amazing, and I'm very happy. Thanks so much for supporting me. All those who have left some advice in the comment section, the words of courage, thanks so much. And may God bless you all, and may God bless the work of your hands. Thank you so much.